I'd like to welcome everybody out in this nice night tonight. Many of you might have heard the saying once upon a time that beside every successful man walks a successful woman. And that, for sure, applies to our good friend and mentor, Lyle Lehman. And that woman was his wife, Margaret. I first had the pleasure of meeting Margaret back in 1973 when I first joined the board, and I was always looking for Lyle and would call him and got to talk with her on the phone a lot. After a couple years, I finally met her face to face, and so we had kind of a relationship with that. And then that evolved into a semi-annual breakfast at the Lehman's house. All the board would meet there, and Margaret and Lyle would make pancakes and coffee and orange juice and mimosas and stuff, and we would have a meeting, and some good things would get done, and that was a very, very memorable and great and productive time. And like this tree that's been planted here today, Margaret was the strength and the shelter and the guidance in the Lehman family. She was shelter in times of storm. Like a good husband, Lyle didn't ever do much of anything without consulting the boss. You know, he was always willing, but got to get the rubber stamp of approval from Margaret, and that was a good thing. With Lyle, he's family to the Ark, and so was Margaret. Margaret was a very, very special person to all of us who have been through the trials and tribulations of the Ark over the years. So this afternoon, we are going to honor and memorialize Margaret for a long, long, long time to come. I want everybody to look at that sign up there in the front of the building. Because I think as I look at that, and I've looked at that for a while now, every time I come in, I think there's one thing that I would like to recommend and suggest and hope that happens with all of the students who pass through here, is that before they leave, that they have an opportunity to meet with Chris or with a teacher or somebody and learn about the man whose name adorns the front of the building, and then maybe come out here and stand and learn about the woman who was Lyle's right hand quote man, and why we have this dedication here, because I think the kids will learn a lesson, and it will be a lifelong lesson that they will not soon forget. So